Yo, it's your boy T Will. Yo, we back with another episode. We got a few things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Sad news for the Wolverines. Lost the coach to his own problems, whatever he got going on. But we gonna get into it. Let's talk about it now. We got Mr. Sherrone Moore. And y'all remember that Mel Tucker got fired with cause for the stuff that he was doing. But it's like, man, y'all keep getting yourself in these situations to where y'all get fired because y'all messing with females. And for me, it's kind of like, why are y'all doing this stuff? You married, you got all this stuff going on. And on top of all that, you got other people's kids that you're supposed to be the lead example for, and you're not being a lead example. And it's just sad to see that, first African American black coach, I believe, in Michigan history. And you just got to think now, are any other African Americans going to get a chance at Michigan? Probably not. That's not going to happen. So it's ruined. Hopefully some of the guys that committed to that school is going to stay there and stick it through and wait till they get their new head coach. But if not, hey, I don't blame them. So just a very, very unfortunate situation. And I really don't know any other way to put it. You know what I'm saying? You go from being at one of the most prestigious programs in the country to not having a job, uncertain future, and you're just trying to build and build and build on that. And once you do that and you make it to the top, you want to try to hold that spot. But now it's gone and probably career's over. The only thing he's probably gonna be able to do is his own podcast. He ain't gonna be able to work for another school, because they're not gonna hire him because he got this stuff that comes with him now. The guy that got fired from Michigan for cheating on his wife with a staffer. And the rumors are there's Plan B pills involved and all that. I don't know if all that is accurate and he got detained, but it's a sad situation to see. First you had it at Michigan State, now you had it at Michigan. Like, for any inspiring coach, especially African American, this is a prime example for you of what not to do. What not to do. Because as minorities, when you get opportunity like this at top programs, this is the reason why they'll look and say, yeah, we tried it. You see the examples? And these are examples right here. And instead of being a good example, you're a bad example. And then now any inspiring African American coach that's going to get a top job somewhere, he probably not going to get it now because they're going to say, look at what Mel did and look at what Sherrone did. And it's just sad to see that, man. Very, 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 very sad to see that. I really just don't even know what to say. It's just sad to see that, man. But, hopefully the program get it together. Hopefully Sherrone can learn from this and move forward, man. Good luck to you. Next, we're going to talk about this Cleveland media. I've seen a lot of videos and I've seen a lot of people's opinion. But the one thing that I keep noticing is it don't matter what Shedeur does. You got people like this guy, Ross Tucker, that comes on the show. I heard him on 92 The Fan yesterday in the afternoon. He said, he did good, but he's not amazing and all this and that. But the last time you was on, and I watched this show too, Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. And every time they bring him on, he says something crazy, like undermining anything or any accomplishment that he does. And it's just really, really weird to see these older dudes, especially older white dudes, do this. And they come on here and they undermine and they say all these things. And then when things don't go as they said, they got an excuse. And then you can look on the right, that's Jay. And then you can look on the left, that's Dustin. Both of them dudes is straight up haters. Oh, I need to see more. Can he do it for the rest of the season? And I still think we should be looking at Mendoza. They be saying some wild, wild, wild stuff. Like, you don't realize how long the Cleveland Browns been losing, but I guess they so used to losing that when they have something good, they want to continue to lose. Because you find a quarterback that should have been drafted. You should have never drafted Dylan Gabriel. And then you go and say, well, okay, can he do it again? Should the Browns be looking at a quarterback? No, they shouldn't be looking at no quarterback. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like this right here is, and I'm just saying this just as if it's any player. If you got media members that's covering your team, if you got media members that's covering your team, and they do negative stuff and negative topics about you all the time, or where there always questions you as a man, as a competitor. Is he the right guy? Is he? Is he? Is he? It's like, you know what, guys? Go ahead and trade Shedeur somewhere else. I don't care where it's at. And you guys go ahead and draft Mendoza so we can get up out of here and y'all can continue this foolishness. Because I swear, I have never seen in my life a media coverage of a player that always is questioning, oh my God, I don't know if I should believe my eyes if what I saw. You saw Dylan Gabriel, you saw Shedeur. What is the difference? It's big, like way big. Like before Shedeur got into the game and started playing, y'all said Jerry Jeudy wasn't good. Y'all said y'all offense wasn't that good. Y'all receivers suck and all this and all that. But if y'all receivers suck so bad, how was he able to throw for almost 400 yards? It's because of the guy at the helm actually knows what he's doing. He actually knows how to play. He actually understands the game. He actually is a competitor and he's not afraid. And that's what it is. And, you know, you hear these guys like Justin, Jay, and Ross say all of this crazy stuff. And it's just like, okay, Jay, I get it. You're the biggest guy in the room because you was on ESPN. Bull is a realist, and he actually, I actually like Bull. Bull is the guy in the middle. Bull actually gives fair credit and fair criticism. I can rock with Bull. Dustin on the left, this guy, all he cares about is tennis and basketball. And this guy went to Ohio State and played DB. He went to the NFL, and he wasn't a Pro Bowler. He wasn't an All Pro. He wasn't none of that shit. So I don't understand why he comes on the show and gives an opinion like, you know, he's in the Hall of Fame or something like that. He was just a DB that got drafted because he played at Ohio State on the team that won a national championship, and then he was out of the league. He had a cup of coffee, but it is what it is. Some of these media people need to be held responsible for this kind of stuff, and let's just talk about some of the stuff that we see and we hear. Hold on a second, I'm gonna get that for you. Just gotta pull it up here. So they like to say that he has a learning curve. He was behind. But I don't understand how he was behind when he was already doing this at Colorado. Already doing this. Already. Just listen to what this lady say.
And here's something to remember. We have now, and it's not that they didn't think Shedeur had that kind of a high football acumen, because he does, but he was starting a little bit back further in the process of all the things that you have to do to go out there and play pro football.
So he was behind in everything that they needed to do to play pro football. He was a starter ever since he was a freshman. I don't care if you believe in HBCU football. There's a lot of HBCU football players in the league. Just go check NFL rosters. The only difference, I tell people all the time that they point out, is the offensive line and defensive line is the only difference between the two. But there is skill position players that can play at the same level as the guys that are, not in HBCU. HBCU guys have talent, they have speed, they have skills. They just play at HBCU, and they're not at a PDI or a PDW, whatever the hell you want to call it. They're not at that type of institution, so they don't get that kind of recognition because it's not that much money behind it. And maybe they had a situation where they got into some issues. The HBCU was their best offer. They took it, and these guys end up in the NFL. So you can't just say, oh, well, he was at Jackson State and then he went to Colorado. Actually, he's been doing this ever since he was at Jackson State. That's why I tell people, go back and look at his tape and watch it. And then you'll understand why a lot of Shedeur supporters is upset. It's because it's like, y'all keep on saying his dad. Shedeur's dad is not the reason why he's good. He's good because he put in the work and he actually has a foot to stand on, and the leadership and the abilities and the talent and the know-how to play the position. His dad didn't go out there and pick up his arm and push his arm forward and bend him over and help him hike the ball. He didn't do that. Like, this is how insane this stuff sounds. And I just don't understand why they do this. I don't understand why they talk about him like that. But then again, when you peel back the layers, they keep on bringing up this incident with Dion. I guess he dumped water on a fucking reporter or something at the World Series playoffs or something like that back in like the early 90s. I'm like, y'all still talking about something from the 90s that his dad did when he dumped a bucket of water on somebody? Like, and the media feels like they have more power than what they actually have. Like, y'all don't get to go on the field. Y'all don't get to do anything but talk. But y'all continue to talk. Y'all continue to be negative. And I'm really hoping and rooting for the kid, man, because it's like, this is just on another level of nasty. When they can say that you are behind, that you can't process. In other words, they're saying you're not smart. This is the most offensive stuff to me. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the chains and all that other crap y'all talking about. When you're trying to say that somebody doesn't have the intellect, the mind to be able to comprehend how to play the game that he's been playing this whole time, but the Hawaiian guy is intelligent. He's a supercomputer. He's Apple and Windows and IBM plus mixed together. But this guy goes out there and plays like garbage. And then this guy goes in with less time, with less reps, with less support. You know how hard it is to play football and look at the sideline and know the dude that's giving you the plays and telling you what to do, he don't even like you? Do you know how crazy that is? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's literally you trusting a guy that's then sitting there with a knife ready to just put it in your back. And that's why I say his mental toughness and his mental is the highest of the highest. And if these Cleveland people don't get off of it, they're going to lose all the credibility that they have, and they keep on repeating this stuff. This is going to damage and stain their reputation forever for people even trying to listen to them say anything about anything ever. Because if you can't, like, piece together the easy stuff, like if you watch Shedeur's tape, it's easy. It's easy to piece it together. It's easy to see. Just watch. And if you can come out of your mouth with saying stuff like he's way behind and this and that, it's actually insane. It's insane. I think I got one more to show y'all, and I'm out of here.
This doesn't get talked about. The Browns are in a bad way.
Dillon Gabriel was the most egregious draft pick of the entire draft.
Hey.
There's no way you can have a third-round grade on Dillon Gabriel. Impossible.
Hey.
I mean,
Hey, Sean.
I mean, look, you know.
Wait a minute. You do know he was like fifth in the Heisman, right?
Okay.
I throw that out there. You know, it was a point in time where he was like the most accurate quarterback in college last year.
So here's the hard thing, and it's why so many teams get this wrong. There are very few people walking this planet who can effectively evaluate this position. I happen to be one of them. And college production.
And see, this is why I mess with people that keep it real, that tell the truth and do what they do. But as you can see, you just said that Dillon Gabriel was the most egregious draft pick, which it was. That's not a lie. But I just want everybody that watched Shedeur to understand that this guy actually is good at quarterback. And if they do trade him and they do give him to another team, it's going to be some of the most hilarious stuff I ever seen. Because if you draft Mendoza, which is like Kirk Cousins on something like 16 cups of Starbucks, I'm going to laugh. And I will laugh at the Browns' downfall. You want to know why? Because you got a guy there. He's dedicated. He's committed to the community. He helped them people out in the fires. He gave away a car to a lady that needed a car. Like, he did all of this, even dealing with all the negative stuff. He still wanted to help the people of Cleveland while everybody was attacking him and stabbing him in the back. And if that don't show you the character of that person, then I don't know what to tell you. But hey, look, like this video, share it, subscribe it, do whatever. And I'm gonna get back at y'all whenever I get back at y'all. But thanks for watching, and I'm out of here. Peace.